Here is the rule to remember in the future when anything tempts you to be bitter, not this a misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune, meaning we actually cannot afford to fall into the ignorance, arrogance, corruption, envy, and other evils of the external societies, outside conditions, fears, and of the other people in general. Because people actually are always going to try to project their own unprocessed, unrecognized, unidentified, unconscious material of ignorance, ego, arrogance, trauma, rejection, betrayal upon us, particularly if we are wise, intelligent, talented, authentic, sovereign, responsible, and if we are men and women of integrity, morality, character, authenticity, clarity, then we are going to be unnecessarily targeted and unreasonably, undesirably, insensibly criticized, condemned, isolated, betrayed by the very society in which we live, for which we work, and by which we're always surrounded in one way or another. If we really are able to make ourselves that authentic, clear, sovereign, and if we're able to read almost anything and anyone, including understand and sense their mistakes, evils, ignorance, arrogance, vices, then we are going to be made a target. We are going to be targeted intentionally and deliberately by the masses in the society that dwell and persist in their ignorance, arrogance, aggression, cruelty, corruption, envy, hatred, etc. So, obviously, the only rule that we can remember is to stick to ourselves, adhere to our authenticity, worship our qualities, and hold on to our and maintain our virtues, values, character, morality, goals, ambitions all the time, even under relentless internal and external pressure, resistance, criticism, opposition, challenge, controversy, etc. Because if we're able to bear this situation and circumstance and controversy, criticism worthily, then we can become great, invincible, unflinching, unflappable, and we can even be in the ranks of greatness, invincibility, persistence. We can actually make ourselves great by running through, by walking upon the fires of basically not only our own ego, but also the others' unconscious content. So that's how this works. So obviously, people are always going to try to drive into the abyss of their own making because they have not processed it. People are always going to try to make us and tempt us to become angry, aggressive, arrogant. But our job is to resist it, fight against it with our own courage, confidence, patience, perseverance, persistency, and compassion, and not become bitter, not give in to the bitterness of the others making and creating. So that's